Hi.
I'm Dick Betts.
Here
Sorry.
we go. No. She's not. I am. She's Kindle.
I'm Kindle.
She's Kindle. And Kindle, we're running with this. Okay? I don't care.
Okay.
Kindle is one of the agents on the Betts team. And Kindle and I have been together.
Sorry. A year.
No, I thought it was longer. It seemed like
No,
5. Okay.
It's been just over a year.
Just over a year. Kendall has been on the Betts team for about a year now. She has been an asset to the team, a former school teacher. She brings a lot of work habits, detail, and she's doing really good. I mean, for being a year.
Just a
You've
little
done a lot of deals so far, and I'm proud to have her. So why she is here today is we were discussing what some of the viewers might be interested in, and she mentioned something, and it turns out here is the list. Kindle is into consignment and thrift stores. So.
I am. Well, I've become more interested in it because in the
Sure.
villages, there's a plethora of that.
Of what?
Plethora.
You can tell she was a teacher. Anyway.
That means a lot.
So what Kendall's going to do is, this is going to be a two-parter, okay, because I couldn't keep her to one section. So we're going to talk about what she wants to talk about, and we're looking more at the clothing side to get started. So all yours, I'm going to sit here quietly.
Is that going to be hard for you? Okay. He's actually a very good listener if you've ever met him and know that. Anyway, so my go-to consignment store is called Marie Rose, and it is in Baylee Plaza, which is in Summerfield. If you go north on 441, I think, if you've ever been to Little Joey's or Francisco's, it's a high-end consignment store in that plaza. And I first went there probably about a year ago with my mom's best friend. She took me there, and I was like, oh, I got to bring some clothes here and can make some money. And then also shop there. So they have Louis Vuitton, they have Chanel bags sometimes, they have jewelry, like some high-end jewelry and some fashion jewelry. A lot of Chico's clothing for those women that like the Chico's brand. A lot of other just name brand, Michael Kors, Coach purses. There's a lot.
Is it just women's clothes, not men?
It is just women's
Okay.
clothing. Yeah.
Okay.
They have some seasonal, like in the summer, they'll have some swimsuits and even stuff like that. Lots of shoes, high-end shoes. Yeah, it's a cool consignment store to go in and getting those items at a much discounted price. They even have a little system where after the items are there for so long, they get a punch on the ticket. So if it's $20 and it has one punch, I believe it's 10% off. If it has two punches, it's 20 or 25, and then 3 punches, I believe, is 40% off. So if you go there and you're looking at things, if you look at one that has a 3 punch, you're like, I'm getting that one, for sure.
And full disclosure, Michelle shared right before we started this, I believe she bought a dress she wore to a wedding there.
There's formal
Yeah,
clothing there.
Formal, yeah.
Whatever your needs are or likes are, they have casual, they have denim, they have dresses like cotton, they have linen, and it's organized so nicely. They have like all your sizes are together, and then they color code it. So like all the blue items are together, all the red items are together, all the pink.
So what else you got besides?
Okay, so Marie Rose is a good one to go to if you haven't. And if you're gonna ever want to drop clothes off there and create an account, they only accept their clothing on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays until 3:00. And you might want to call first, because I've gone a lot of times and like the lady that was running that part was sick that day or something happened. So that's a recommendation as well. Do that.
Okay.
Okay, the next one is Bargains and Blessings, and this one is on 301 in Wildwood. If you've ever been on 301 and you head
South.
Is that
over the
South?
bridge,
There's a big
railroad
new-
yard on the right.
There's a big new parking garage.
Parking structure on the right.
So you can park in that parking garage because parking is not, there's not a lot there. So you'll want to park in that parking garage, and then if you backtrack just like, I don't know, it's just right there. There's 3 buildings. The first building has furniture, dishes, things like that. The second building has mostly men's clothing and shoes and some like comforters and things like that. And then the third building is all women's clothing. And that's another good one. Not as high end, and that one is not like you can donate to there. Whereas Marie Rose is like, if you take clothes there,
Consignment.
you'll get like a percentage of the proceeds. So that's a good one. Their shoes a lot of times are $3. Like,
What?
yeah,
$3?
I went and got the cutest pair of heels for $3. I bought my friend a pair of shoes there because she has a different size, so I couldn't wear them. So I was like, oh, those are cute. I'll buy those for her. They have a lot of good golf clothing, polos and golf skirts, which in the villages, everyone needs a couple of those, right? Or 20. And
Okay, so quickly to wrap up, we're doing a part 2, but you have to remember here in the villages, so many times people move on to the next chapter, chapter being independent living, moving back north, or passing on. And a lot of times the family is 1,000 miles away and they just want to move it on. So there is a lot of really great bargains to be found here in the villages. So
even as a realtor, like when we have to help people clean out their houses, that's what we do a lot of times. If the children or the owners don't want to mess with it, we'll just donate stuff to these places.
Take
So
loads to places, which we're going to cover on our next part. So until, let's see, we're running this on Thursday. So on Tuesday, you'll see the second part. We've got a thunderstorm. We're going to try to get this in before it hits. So talk to you soon. All right?
see you later.
Bye.